Alrighty then, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 684, Mastering Change. Oh, look at him. Look at him hanging out there. Alright. Mastering Change. Just when you have it figured out, everything changes. Alright. Hey, just when you have it figured out, everything changes. Think about high school. All of a sudden, you're the senior, you're cock of the walk, and all of it, and there you are, you graduate, and then you're a freshman in college. Guess who's the biggest knob on the planet? A freshman in college. And then you go to grad school. Guess what? Your first year of grad school, you're a knob again. And then you go get a job. Guess what? You're a knob again. Every time you return to knob status of being a knob at wherever you are because you're new to it. And new entry employees, you see the ridiculous job application forms that say must have 10 years of experience for a minimum wage job. Come on now. That's play nice. That's not how it works. You can't have 10 years of experience and then be ready for a minimum wage job. That's your entry level. You get there, you learn and work your way up. And after you've worked your way up, you don't want to start at the bottom again. Nobody wants to do that. So your whole life is preparing you to master change. What do? Change is simply the process of learning. That's why when you move to something new, you start up at the bottom because you have to learn and need to know certain things. You fill in that foundation, and then you start building your pyramid to the sky. That's where you make your money, learning. So change is simply the process of learning. If you accept it that way, then you'll be better off, and you can never be too old to grow, and you stop growing when you stop learning. You've heard it before, change is the only constant. Everything you do will change. Publishing industry as an author, it all changes. It changes every year, it seems. Like Amazon categories. Okay, that changed. How do you approach them? What kind of effect do we have? We don't know. The jury's still out on that one. Even though the 3-category ranking system that started September of last year, and we're still evaluating the impact on that. However, it seems like more people are able to rank in more appropriate categories than before, which was the reason behind the change in rankings. Okay, it's a change. How do you flex to that? Well, we make sure we wicker into the right categories and don't try to ride the wave of our previous books or others' previous books who they ranked in all 10 or 20 categories for some ungodly reason, but they were there and they dominated the top slots. Well, now you can get the top slots in certain categories because everybody only gets ranked in 3. A change. And Amazon has a tendency to swing that pendulum like the book stuffers, the KENP debacle. Well, they keep swinging that pendulum back and forth, of course, because they're trying to address serious concerns that affect people's income. Hey, people are reading my books. Why am I not getting those page reads? Because scammers are doing. And once they got rid of those, now we're seeing it settle down into a middle area. But the pendulum will always swing back and forth until it finds that nice middle ground. So the ones flexing quickly to the change and figuring out how to deal with it are the ones that will move forward the quickest. And then you'll be better positioned to change next time. You don't want to take 2 years to change in something that changes every year, because you will always be behind. And you see, go down to Blockbuster and rent a movie. Oh, that's right. You can't anymore because they had a chance to buy Netflix and they didn't. And now Blockbuster is no more. And Netflix is the cat's meow, along with all those other streaming services. But they didn't see Blockbuster missed that. They had the opportunity, they didn't flex with the change, and now they're gone. So, do you ever master change? And that's the title of this one, was Mastering Change. Do you ever master change, or do you master your ability to make changes based on the changes that happen around you? You flex to them, and that's what makes indie authors so great in this industry, is that we can flex today for something that just happened, and it would take a traditional publisher years to flex. Now, they might get a longer heads up. However, they still don't flex. They're still looking for that January. They have this big meeting about what goes on what bookshelves in Barnes & Noble, and will they flex today? If you put out a book right now that's going to be the best book ever, no, they'll still be looking to put it out in January. Why? Because that's how they always did it. They didn't flex to this ebook change like they could have, And now they're trying to get into that market more, and they're pricing down. The $14.99 ebooks are becoming more and more rare, and you see a lot more $9.99 ebooks from traditional publishers because they want that 70% revenue. Amazon is forcing them to price them down. Change. It took them a long, long time to adopt those changes that would then help their business. $14.99 at 35% or $9.99 at 70%. You do the math and you're going to figure out that, hey, you can make more with a lower price. It took them years to figure that out. All right. Hopefully that helps. Mastering change is about mastering your attitude that when change happens, you deal with it and you change appropriately to stay in front of the power curve. There you go. Peace, fellow humans.